What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Right now is a pretty special occasion because this marks 2 years since I bought the old FLOSSY right here. So those of you who don't know, this is a 1956 Jeep CJ5 produced by Willys Motors Corporation. It's got all original drivetrain, the 134 cubic inch F-head Hurricane, T93 speed, and Dane 18 transfer case. It was my first vehicle. Bought it 2 years ago. Found an ad in the local newspaper. Said, hey, old Jeep for sale. Like, I need a project vehicle. That looks really cool. So went to look at it, and it already ran at that point. But when I looked underneath it, I'm like, rust corrosion had taken a major consumption off the vehicle. Bought it, brought it back home, and the story unfolded from there. I'm going to break down the complete build, basically everything I've done to it. Starting back in the very beginning, brought the Jeep home and it's basically just ripping it around the yard for a little while, just kind of playing, having fun. Things didn't really progress a lot at first. One of the first nights I had it home, driving around in the dark, and the only lights that work on it is this turn signal and the light on the gauge. And those two lights would randomly come on and sparks would come out from under the dashboard. This has push button start on the floor, and with the key off, hit the button, it would start, and then you can't turn the engine off. I knew it needed rewired, so I ripped out all the old wiring. Look at those wonderful wires. In such good condition. Look at all the insulation is just perfect. Rewired the whole thing. Got this generic kit. Got some instructions. This is on eBay for like 30 bucks. 14 circuit fuse block and a bunch of wire. In the process, converted to 12 volt. Basically every inch of wire brand new. Got that mounted in there. Looks nice and minty. 12 volt alternator, and it is a 1-wire alternator I got from Classic Military Vehicles. Made in USA bracket adapter. Bolt that onto your engine block, and then a upper bracket with the adjuster. The alternator is all bolted in. Looks really good, and it is nice and tight. 14.49. It had a little plastic gas tank bungee corded to the firewall right next to the exhaust manifold. I pulled that out, put a real live replacement gas tank under the seat. It had 0 brakes on it. There were drums in the front, but no shoes or wheel cylinders. The back had shoes, no drums, no lines anywhere, so I put a whole complete 100% brake system on it, and parking brakes. The parking brake is on the transfer case, so I had to do that new separately. That fit in the squirting fluid. What's that? What in the world? We got Lake Ontario here. Good grief. Alright, here's that leaky wheel cylinder. Pulled it all apart. And this is the main seal that seals all the fluid inside. So, thinking it was probably just in there crooked. So I'm going to put it back in, make sure it's straight, and reassemble this. Put new wheels and tires on it. I found at Carlisle. New tie rods, and kind of went over the steering system. Basically the first year was just mechanical stuff, make it drive. It didn't have it on the road, just in the yard. And then winter came. This would be 2024 New Year's, and I decided to finally do what it needed and attack all the nastiness that the rust monsters had gotten on it.
Beautiful.
The last ride here, boys. gonna miss this Jeep. The wiring, since I wired this and I'm a genius, I wired it with plugs there. So just unplugged right there, split the harness. I tried trying to pick it up, just barely lifting, and the middle was staying down. So if I try to lift this thing up, it's gonna make a taco. Touching there, a lot of gap there. Touching there, a lot of gap there. So that's just symbolizing that those two sides are drooped down. Oh yeah. That's welded on. That's welded on. We just did a dry run and picked it up. No problemo. I think we eliminated the flossy taco effect.
Slow. Yeah. Should grab something to set it on so we don't smash our fingers. Never even thought about that. Alright, hold on. I'm in a great position. There we go. Nice. Look at that.
A rugged 4x4 chassis. That looks pretty cool. So I bought a 4x10 sheet of sheet metal. Got a bunch of steel tubing for supports. Pretty much everything you see of the floor gets, you're gone, chucked in the scrap and all new. See that rust hole in the frame? That's no bueno. But luckily we have a patch that could go right there and get welded on. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Went along and did just some quick wire brushing to knock any loose stuff off and then blowed it off with an air hose. So now I'm going to get painting. Shoo-wee. That's looking better. There's another wonderful handcrafted patch panel. And there's a piece of crap hole in my Jeep. Ta-da! Alright, so I got the tub primed the other night. Just used some Rust-Oleum rusty metal primer, and it didn't turn out too bad. Then I re-seam sealed it. Next up, I'm going to get it sprayed down with some black magic tractor paint. Should be good as new. It's time to chuck the body onto the frame. Quite a monumental moment right here, folks.
Okay. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's heavier now. Good. Okay, shifters are clear. Make your corner up. Tell me where to go down. Right there?
Thinking. Maybe back a little bit. We're on the head.
Okay.
Let's try it right there. Got it done just in time. Put insurance and plates on it. Drove it to a local car show. Figured out the rear main seal blew out and is now on a 20 miles quart of oil. Gets better gas mileage than it does oil mileage. But a bunch of like Lucas and other assorted magical sealer juice in the crankcase, and that did help it slow it down. Took it down to the Bantam Jeep Fest again. Actually took it on trails this time. That was super fun. Got done most recently, put some underglow on it, or functional rock lights, and put a radio in it, covered the seats, put a back seat in it. Just 5 minutes before starting filming this video, put a whip CB antenna on the back with the ball mount, and yeah, things are shaping up, and so far it's been pretty reliable. Hasn't left me stranded, not once. At Bantam we lost clutch linkage. Just sheared a cotter pin off, fixed it right there, and yeah, everything's been working fine. I mean, it loses a lot of oil, but runs good. I did just put an exhaust system on it. Well, that's a basic quick rundown on the build and everything I've done to FLOSSY. Those of you who have followed along all the project updates, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. And yeah, but if you haven't seen those videos or you want to watch them again, I'll put a link in the description to a playlist featuring every video of FLOSSY if you want to see the full in-depth of everything I did. But yeah, just really appreciate you guys watching, following along, and supporting the FLOSSY project. It's been super fun. I've learned a bunch from it and got lots of memories from FLOSSY. The story is not over. Constantly taking it to different places, driving it, and always looking forward to the next adventure. Also this winter I'm going to be pulling out the engine and rebuilding it because it needs all new seals, all new gaskets, like I mentioned before, the rear main seal issue. And I want to kind of see what's in there anyways, check piston rings, bearings, all that stuff. So go see videos of that and everything else that I do to it. You'll get video and everywhere I take it. So yep, thank you guys for watching this video and every video, and I will see you guys next time and see what happens to Flossie in the next video. I'm gone.